Hello, this is Holy Cow on the Crimson Ingot server, doing something a little different today. Okay, I want to give you all a tour of my faction's build. This is the Monastery of the Ordo Sanctus Opus. Main reason I'm doing this is really for myself, I'll be honest. I want to have a record of this build, the work I did here, because I'm planning on changing some things around, redesigning, remodeling, and rebuilding, and extending. So just a quick little tour of what I've got here. This is okay. The Ordo Sanctus Opus is my faction. It's an order, a monastic order of which I'm the only member right now, who dedicates themselves. The order dedicates itself to protecting and maintaining the aesthetic beauty of the lands and providing shelter for travelers in the wilderness. So I have this and then a couple of builds around the wilderness, around the lands. They're called safe houses where people can find food, beds to set a spawn point so they can rest and just find protection from the elements if they need it. Now here is where I've got the common area. This is the bathhouse, which features in one of my other videos. Oops, gotta learn how to walk, right? The My students' dormitory. I originally built this for 4 students, so that's why I've got the 4 places set up. This is Nazutlu's spot, who was a student I had ages ago, and he vanished. But the vault's still here. I'll have to take care of that. See if I can get some admins to help me take care of that. And a common eating area. Very simple. You'll see simplicity is what I had this based on, or was a fundamental aspect of the design. Just simple design. And then a kitchen. A very simple kitchen with just one oven. The whole design is also, excuse me, wood-based, even though I live in the desert. It's all spruce and acacia, except for that structure. So the common area over here. Then we've got the bridge, which connects to the main hill. I'll show you the hills when I get outside. That up there is my current home, which is going to change. This is going to be the site of the temple. I call it a temple. It's like yeah, the temple where the shrine will be. Anyway, 2 stories. So this is where I've lived. There's been my bed. My decorations were stolen. Had some paintings and maps. The desk where I work from, excuse me, write my notes and so on. This was Shiroi's bed. Uh, she's been gone for a while, but I miss her, and I leave the bed there in case she returns. Upstairs is where I have the storage area, which I'm not going to show you right now. All right, over here. Actually, let me go behind. No, I will go over here. I got it. I got the plan. It's supposed to be a training area for disciplining your mind and body. So I've got these signs to represent the ideal that here at the monastery we practice a physical discipline of martial arts, which also helps centers us and strengthens our spirit and our being. So this is it, the small training area. I think I'm gonna put it on the exterior. I'll show you where I'm thinking of expanding and building. God, 10 minutes goes by really fast when you're recording. Back here is a small xenoscape, right? A desert garden with a very modest and simple shrine to the goddess I worship in game, Deserma. Okay, some offerings, a place to sit and enjoy the view. Especially love to see the sunrise from here. And I hold many conversations with people who come to visit. This is where I bring them and we have conversations out in the garden. A back exit, laggy, a little laggy. Okay, back exit. So I've got a wall protecting the main part, the upper part of the monastery, the main part of the monastery, really, which is again, I think, going to change. So on the other side of the wall is the training area. So here is my storage room, open air, like I was saying before about the design. So it's wood based, right? Mostly birch and acacia wood. No glass. So it's open air. You'll notice in all my builds, there are areas for the air to flow through, for cool air to flow through. It's very open because this is supposed to be a warm area, and that's what I'm accustomed to, warmth. Okay, out here then we've got that right there is the original building when I first found the site. This was the first thing I erected. And inside I've got a plaque commemorating that this here was, okay, it says here was the first plaque set of what was to become the new monastery of the Ordo Sanctus Opus. And there's supposed to represent the first plank, right? A little ceremonial spot. Forgot this one. This structure here is the rest house. And we have, for those of you that don't know, if anybody's watching that's not in the Crimson Ingot server, we have the factions plugin. So most of my areas are protected except for this one because this is supposed to be accessible by any visitor. And this is representative of, the safe houses I build where you can find food, sustenance, you can find a place to rest, you find just general shelter. This was a large one, expensive one because it's the one at my monastery. So people who visit are able to stay here for a while. Right now, I've got some NPCs visiting from the Lablu clan, Demir and Kasim. They're here to protect me and guard me. It's a long story. I'm not about to get into it. Just doing a record of my builds here. You see what I mean? Airy. It's open and airy. So that's this spot. And that is the main, uh, these are the main structures that I'm considering redoing. But let me show you what else I've got out here. These I'm not going to mess with for the time being. And just a general idea, then I'm thinking this base of the mound of the hill that I'm pointing at now, and on this side as well, I'm going to place structures all around it. So it's going to be like layered. This will be all structures, and then there will be structures above where my current structures are. I'm just going to, I think, change them up a bit. Okay, so here's a nice view of the whole monastery. There's the bridge. Love that bridge, man. I just love it. Okay, so this is going to be redone. It's gonna take a while. It's not like I'm gonna get it done in a couple of days. It's gonna take a long time. Okay, so two things I need to show you or record for posterity. Okay, in game we have trades. I am a carpenter, so I have groves of trees here to provide me with necessary lumber for my work. Okay, so first a small stable because I do have a couple of animals, two wild horses, and a donkey, which was a gift. I have my, oh, that didn't work. I have my cattle, from which I get leather for books for bookcases. That's part of how I raise income for the monastery is by selling bookcases. A small work area and storage area for the lumber, a little bit of a lumber yard, a cabin, and the trees. Behind this now I have this sugarcane, not field, I don't know what to call it. This little sugarcane area. Back here, more sugarcane. One and two little fields. The sugarcane I collect and I make paper out of it. So this is my other, I don't know what to call it, my other build. All right, the sugarcane is collected, brought to the boiling room, boiled. Okay, got a fire going under the pot there. From here, the cane is brought out and cooled in this cool water. And then I need to See, I need to change this also because then after it's cooled, it needs to be brought out, the bark stripped, and then the inner part, excuse me, pounded. Once it's pounded into fine fiber, the fiber goes into the water, and here the fiber is collected into sheets. The sheets are then stacked here as I make them. They get stacked, and then once I have a decent stack, they're brought here and squeezed. The water is squeezed out of it with this big rock. Once they've been squeezed out, they're brought out here to dry, and the end result is quality paper from the OSO. And that is it. That is the entire monastery. So, like I said, plan on redoing quite a bit of it. So it should come out. It's gonna come out looking cool because, like I said, this will have structures below. Want to put some structures beneath the bridge as well, and maybe at the base of that area, and maybe even behind the common area. So thanks for watching. Not too crazy about this video, um, but anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and let's get everybody to say bye. Okay, say bye. All right, I might cut this out. I think I will cut this out. There they go. Just a few people. Can I say it wasn't the best time to get a large crowd? All right, you guys, take care. Thanks for watching.